Good morning, All Saints, on this beautiful sunny spring morning here in Hoboken, New Jersey. I hope that you had a good Monday. The week is now well underway. As so often happens in my morning prayer, certain things strike me for some unknown reason, and I have to consider that perhaps God is trying to tell me something, and these things that catch my eye or that I find thought-provoking. This morning or today is the commemoration of Dunstan of Canterbury, who died on this date in the year 988. So he's been gone for 1,032 years, which is a really long time. Dunstan was an Archbishop of Canterbury, but before that, he was secluded as a monk. He also served at court. He kind of jousted with kings about the way they were living or ruling. But he was, by most accounts, a very good Archbishop of Canterbury. But the thing that struck me at the end of the write-up about him that the Episcopal Church publishes, it talks about how after he left his service as Archbishop of Canterbury and left politics and left public life, he served as organizing and helping to he concentrated his energies on running the Canterbury Cathedral School for Boys and did an admirable job of that also by this report. Now, this School for Boys, which now thankfully also includes girls, has been around since before 988. So it's been around for over 1,000 years. And what became thought-provoking to me this morning, or maybe inspired me this morning, is that that school, that cathedral, has seen an awful lot in those centuries that have passed. Plagues and wars and disasters of all descriptions. And it helped situate me in time as I awoke this morning, and it felt like another day of trying to figure out how to live in a different world to the one which I've lived my entire life. That the permanence of this is less significant in the great scheme of things. This is one of the reasons I think I so enjoy history, particularly the history of the church, because there have been prophets and martyrs who have suffered, have died, have lived, have changed their world, whose effects have continued to this day, even though the world has suffered all kinds of upheavals in the interim. So it helps me to value that what we do now has significance. It has significance for helping to inaugurate God's reign, or to do such things or behave in such ways that means that God's reign is still a long way off. So we can continue to love our neighbor and serve those in need and do those things that faithful living requires of us until we come to the other side of this and discover whatever it is we're to discover there. I found that to be useful this morning for me when I woke up feeling a bit discouraged. And I hope perhaps situating ourselves in that long arc of history might be useful for you too. I hope so. My prayers and blessings are with you this day. Go outside and get some fresh air safely as you can.